There are 7 human beings who actually have the keys to the internet, without which the whole internet as we know it would come crashing down. What are these keys and who are these people? I'm Saloni. This is VIT Today, and I'm about to tell you a pretty cool story. They are called as the keys of the internet and they're actual physical keys. There is a key ceremony that is done to ensure that everything is safe in the World Wide Web. These keys basically protect the web at the heart of it, the DNS. Think of the DNS as a phone directory and your web address or IP address as your phone number. So every time I dial you, it has to connect to you. But imagine if someone tampers with the phone line and every time I call you, it gets connected somewhere else. The same thing can be done with web addresses of important websites like banks. DNS is very important to make sure that every time you key in a web address, it gets routed to that address only. All of this is protected by the ICANN. If a calamity happened, ICANN would need to rebuild its entire database. And that is why ICANN came up with a system within not entrusting too much trust on one person, organization, or the government. And that is why these keys came into picture, which are handed over to 14 people. I know I said 7 at the beginning of the episode, but I am getting to that. These ceremonies are conducted 4 times a year to generate a new password. So who are these 14 people who are constantly changing? Well, they're divided into 2 groups. You have your crypto officers and you have your recovery key shareholders. The recovery key shareholders are given smart cards which has a piece of the original key, which is stamped and sealed into bags for them to take to their respective homes. Now these guys, they're just backups in case something happens to the main key. But the chances of that happening, they're pretty slim. The crypto officers, well, they are given physical keys which opens a safe deposit box which has these smart cards. And when it's all pieced together, you get that encrypted master key. These trusted community representatives are chosen on the basis of invitation as well as application that are sent in from people all over the community of internet. What happens if all these 7 people can't attend? No problem. The system is designed in such a way that a minimum of 3 people and their keys can activate and generate that password. The security around the ceremony is pretty intense. You have to go through a series of key scanners, eye scanners, fingerprint scanners, and all of that until you reach a room where pretty much no electronic communication is allowed. The entire process is meticulously recorded and every single step is laid out. In fact, you and I can even attend the ceremony. All you need to do is go to the ICANN website and register 45 days in advance. But the chances of you getting selected are pretty uncertain because the ceremony happens in a very confined space. ICANN is officially in charge and it needs to make sure that there is absolute transparency. So you can even watch the ceremony live on the internet, which I did, and I recommend that you don't because it's pretty long and boring. All you need to know is that everything is checked, double sealed, and every what if is taken care of.